The best robo-vacuums are impressive devices that will clean your floors well without complaining too much. They've largely shaken off the category's early reputation for running out of juice halfway through a job, missing large swaths of your floor, or losing a battle with your chair leg. Today's robo-vacs know when to go back to their base to recharge, and if they do get stuck, can call for help. Subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest uploads. Let's get into today's video. Roomba J7. iRobot's Roomba J7 is one of the best right now, offering excellent cleaning power with an impressive app, plenty of extra features, and a really nice design for around $600. While it's a steep price tag, this is the first Roomba with AI obstacle avoidance, which means it uses both a camera and some processor-powered smarts to see and avoid potential obstacles, such as power cables, shoes, socks, and pet waste. The real benefit here is that you don't have to tidy up before you run your vacuum, although cluttered floors won't get as clean. It also means it rarely gets stuck during a job, so you won't have to come home to a beached bot and a half-clean house. Stepping it up a notch, and for about $200 more, you can take away the chore of having to empty its decent-sized bin by investing in the J7 Plus, the robot vac plus an auto-empty dock. This is one of the most reliable, nicest-looking auto-empty docks I've tested. The design is compact, with some aesthetic touches, such as a ribbed matte black plastic casing and a leather pull tab to access the bin area, so it doesn't look too alien in your home. The Roomba J7 is a mapping robot that can not only learn your home's floor plan, but also identify the furniture and appliances in it. This lets you ask the robot, using the app or voice assistant, to clean specific areas, such as in front of the fridge or behind the couch. While most mapping robots allow you to create virtual keep-out zones, areas the robot shouldn't venture into, in the app, this Roomba uses its AI smarts to suggest trouble spots in the app, so you can create a keep-out zone with just a tap. A feature I really like is that you can link the robot to some other smart devices in your house to send it cleaning when you lock your front door or close your garage on the way out. It also works with Amazon's Alexa to start running when you leave, using geolocation, and stop when you arrive home, so you never even have to think about it. If you want to run it on a regular schedule, the app can handle that too. If you are looking for the best clean for your buck and want to avoid the possibility that the robot won't finish its run because of a stray piece of clutter, the Roomba J7 is the one to go with. Its cleaning prowess is largely unmatched thanks to the iRobot's decades of experience in this space, and it's one of the easiest robot vacuums to use. The app is simple and uncluttered, with new features added frequently. The biggest potential downside is that all Roombas are quite noisy, the loudest in my testing, and there's no option for a quieter cleaning mode. But I do like how easy Roombas are to repair, a crucial factor for an expensive gadget you'd like to use for many years. While parts are costly, they are readily available, which is not the case for many other bots I tested. You can basically rebuild your bot if needed, making this an investment that should last a long time. You can read my full review of the Roomba J Plus here, where I put it head-to-head with Samsung's JetBot AI Plus Robot Vac, which shares similar features. Roborock E4. For $300, and often available for less, this is the least you can spend on a bot and get a decent experience. Yes, there are cheaper options, but those are mainly what are known as bump-and-roll bots. They roll until they bump into something, then they tunnel off in another direction. This means they often miss spots. The Roborock E4 uses a dual gyroscope and an optic eye sensor system to navigate your home by feel. It moves in a somewhat methodical pattern that covers all the ground it can reach. The E4 also packs a powerful 5,200 mAh battery, the same found in the higher-end Roborock S7, and unheard of in robots in this price range, allowing it to run for about 200 minutes. Its closest competitor for this spot, the Yeti K650, only goes for 130 minutes. Since most bots can recharge and resume, runtime isn't as big of a deal as it once was, but it is still more convenient if your bot can get the job done in one go. As with most budget robot vacuum cleaners, there are no mapping features, so if you need to create keep-out zones and a door won't work, you'll have to purchase some magnetic tape to create a barrier. The Roborock E4 also has an impressively large 640 milliliter bin and 4 suction levels: silent, balanced, turbo, and max, so you can run it for a light clean without much noise. It's compatible with Google Home and Amazon's Alexa, but without mapping, voice commands are limited to start, stop, and pause. You can also add a mopping pad to this bot. It costs extra, and with a small 180 milliliter reservoir, it's not an effective substitute for a proper mop, but it will help get up any fine dust the robot's suction action missed. If you need a basic bot that will get the job done and don't mind ditching the fancy features of the higher-end models, this is a good option. It's a powerful robot that rarely got stuck in my testing. Even on my high-pile, fluffy, tasseled living room rug, I've nicknamed the Robot Killer. It could also tackle most transitions with ease. The biggest downside is that instead of using the very good Roborock app, for some reason, you are stuck with Roborock's parent company, Xiaomi's Mi Home app. But the app does let you add schedules, set a do not disturb period, and play with a few other features, which is really all you need to get the job done. Roborock S7. The hot thing in the robot vacuums a few years ago was sticking a cloth attached to a tiny liquid reservoir underneath the bot and calling it a mopping robot. These were very ineffective at mopping, and they took away from the capacity of the dustbin, a key feature if you don't have an auto-empty dock. Then, the Roborock S7, $650, came along and changed the game. This hybrid vacuum/mopping robot really does do both jobs well, because Roborock designed a mop that not only vibrates 3,000 times a second to stimulate some good old-fashioned scrubbing, but also made room for an extra-large water tank, so the mop can get wet enough to be effective. It also has an ingenious Viberize feature that lifts up the mop a few millimeters when it senses a carpet, meaning you don't have to get a damp rag dragged all over your living room rug. You also don't have to worry about swapping out the mopping pad when you just want to vacuum. It is limited to very low-pile rugs, however, so the S7 has an option to set a no mopping zone around any plush floor coverings you have. You can use the Roborock as two separate robots, a vacuum and a mop, as it has a mop-only mode that moves in a tighter Z pattern and goes over the floors twice. I like to send it out to vacuum everywhere first, then recharge, and go out again to mop, which resulted in sparklingly clean floors. It takes a while though. My top pick, the Roomba J7, does work in combo with iRobot's mopping robot, the Brava Jet M6. It also has the option of a self-emptying bin/dock, and iRobot sells this all as a bundle for $1,300. But that's quite a jump from the $950 for the Roborock's own bin/dock combo. The Roborock S7 is a mapping robot that uses LiDAR sensors to map your home in minutes. It also gives you the option of room-specific cleaning commands with the app or voice control via Alexa, Google, or Siri, and allows you to set keep-out zones. This is essential as it doesn't have AI obstacle avoidance, so it will get stuck in regular robot traps such as clusters of cables. It also struggles with tight furniture footprints as it's quite wide. The Roborock S7 works with Alexa routines and can be set to run whenever you leave home, or you can use the app's scheduling feature. The S7 is the best option for a bot that can actually mop at a semi-accessible price. It does require a bit more hands-on effort though, since you have to refill the reservoir. It doesn't warn you when it's empty, and wash the mopping pads, which you can throw in the washing machine. There's a new Roborock model that cleans its own mop, but it costs $1,400. And with that, we've reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video and found it interesting, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.